you so much for your encouragement. The second item is a little contrasting to the first one. This is about depicting a story. As you know, Kathak is Katha Nritya, or a storytelling dance form. And the beautiful aspect of this next dance, which is called a Kath, is we're not dancing to lyrics. We're not dancing to poetry. We're just dancing to rhythm. And we are creating a storyline or a narrative or a mood with that. So what we chose is one of our favorite topics in Kathak, a scene of the rains. And it's a monsoon night and a monsoon evening. And it's raining a lot. There's thunder and lightning. And the dancer, the beautiful heroine, is waiting for her lover. And she doesn't see her lover anywhere, and she's worried. So she opens the door and steps out, and the water falls on her, and she's enjoying the beauty of the rain on her face. And in the moment of all of this joy, she spots a beautiful peacock. And it's something we show a lot in Kathak, the play between the heroine and a peacock in the midst of a rainy evening. It's very romantic, it's very beautiful. But the best part of this is that I haven't taught this to Ceci. This is what we call improvisation in Kathak. So I've given Ceci some tools to think about. This is how you show a peacock. This is how a peacock moves. This is how a naika looks. The rains, the lightning. I've just given her some tools. I don't know what she's going to present today. That's the challenge of a professional Kathak dancer, is you're not taught everything. You are supposed to create your story. So believe me when I say this, I actually have no idea what Ceci is going to do on stage. So I'm going to enjoy this just as much as you will, and hopefully be surprised and entertained. So the scene of the rain with the naika, Ceci, this is what's called a Kath in Kathak. Music, please. because I really did not compose that. And she was telling me when we were in the backstage that every time I do this, it comes out different, and that's what it's supposed to be. That's what Gat is. Every time you hear the music, it speaks to you in a different way, and you present what you feel at that point of time. So a full contrast. What you saw right now was elegance and grace and beautiful. What you will see now is also beautiful, but a very different mood state. This is Shiv Tandav, which I know a lot of people in the audience here is very familiar with, something that is presented in Bharatanatyam Kuchipudi a lot. In Kathak too, we show Shiv Tandav, highlighting the cosmic strength of Lord Shiva. Maya will be presenting a Shiv Tandav now, and the emphasis is a complete contrast of what you saw in the previous dance. Its strength, its rigor, it's a lot of use of muscles as you display the cosmic power, strength of Lord Shiva. Shiv Tandav by Maya. on the most beautiful aspect of Kathak, which is the foot. And so this last music is depicting the sounds of water. And Maya and Sasi will be showing how water sounds can be replicated with our foot using various tatkar techniques. Tatkar is footwork. And so this last item presents the sounds of water. Jerry, if you can have the contact mic, the foot mics, a little louder for this piece. It focuses only on the foot itself. Thank you.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Please understand that these are two young girls who are here to share their art with you, so your supporting them is going to be huge. And I hope you're getting a sense of what Kathak is all about. Of course, Urmi is the expert on this. She will tell you more about it. So I don't know, Urmi, if you'd like to just come up and say a few more words about what Kathak is while the girls are just getting ready. They just need to retie their ghungroos, so Urmi doesn't mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Jayashree. What I did not remember is that they now need to increase the number of ghungroos that they're wearing. Ghungroos are the bells. And that takes a little bit of time, and somehow I forgot that. So apologies, and apologies to the girls on stage. But one of the things I did want to point out is not only are these girls, like many of you over there, managing this beautiful art form, which is very complex, but they're also doing a whole lot of other activities. Maya is knee-deep in her college applications, and Sasi is also knee-deep, was knee-deep in her interviews over the last few weeks and months. And so I'm just amazed at how they manage all these different aspects of their life to pursue this art form, which requires a lot of rigorous practice, a lot of commitment, and a lot of focus. To present what you're doing, the next part of the dance that they're going to be doing is water, which is creating sounds using various techniques of the leg. Now, it looks very effortless, but what it does, it takes so much energy out of every aspect of your body. You really concentrate that to your ab muscles and to your knees and to your foot arches, and that's how you create these sounds. And to create those 4 or 5 minutes of sounds, it takes years and years of practice, and it really seeps the energy out of you. So as you see them smiling, believe me, they are not dying to smile at this point. It is really hurting them. But I love their energy, and I love what they are going to be presenting. This beautiful music of water has been composed by Ustad Sabir Khan Saab, who is a legendary tabla artist, and he gave us the permission, and he gave Sasi and Maya the permission to use this for the presentation today. So I'm very grateful to Sabir ji for his beautiful depiction, the sounds of water with tabla, sarangi, and ghungroos of Kathak.
performance. I would like to invite back Ceci and Maya on the stage. Ceci and Maya, would you please come up? And their guru, Urmi. Please do come up on stage. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, Urmi performed here last year as one of the featured artists, and I think she will agree with me as a guru, as a teacher, to see your students perform like this. It is quite remarkable, so please, a big round of applause for this trio. And I hope they keep dancing, because you're definitely riveting the audience here, so thank you. We are going to plunge right ahead into Act 1. Originally, we were supposed to have a Kathakali performer. Unfortunately, her mother has taken gravely ill in India and she had to leave earlier this week. And I didn't want to leave a hole in the performance, so I was trying to reach out with local dancers, and I reached out to my other dear friend, Prafulla Velluri, who is a Kuchipudi dancer. Kuchipudi originates from the village Kuchipudi in Andhra Pradesh, and she is one of the leading practitioners of that dance form in the New England area. She's based out of Rhode Island, so she, along with two of her students, Krishna Sampada Velluri and Pooja, have come all the way up from Rhode Island today to perform for us today. Prafulla is one of those energetic Kuchipudi dancers, and I saw her dance years ago, and every time I watch her, it rivets me to no end. So please welcome Prafulla, who will introduce the items that she and her students will perform. Kuchipudi by Prafulla Velluri.
Sri Ganeshaya Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hello all, and I would like to say many thanks to Jayashree, for giving us this opportunity to perform in Trinetra. This evening we'll be performing Ganesha Prarthana. It will be a very small slokam about Lord Ganesha. As you all know, every auspicious occasion we start with the Ganesha Prarthana, follows by Athana Jatiswaram, which is one of the famous Jatiswarams in Kuchipudi dance style, and it's choreographed by the great legendary Guru Padma Bhushan, Dr. Venkatachin Satyam Garu. I'll be explaining my pieces when I start dancing, and I would like to apologize in advance if both the girls did prepare very well. If at all they make any mistakes, those are all mine, definitely not theirs. So do kindly forgive them, and hope you all enjoy this Kuchipudi performance for this evening. Thanks again, and we are all very excited to perform for Trinetra for the second time for me. Thank you and namaskaram.
Apasta Vighata
Hope you all like that Jatiswaram. Thank you so much. This is a very big stage for kids, and then they were having like, oh my God, we are going to perform at Trinetra. So you're a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. So the next, as Jayashree mentioned, this was all like a last minute show. I didn't have much time to do the audio properly. I had to pick up a couple of audios from my live performances, which I did a couple months back for various occasions. So this evening I would like to start my solo with Namo Namo Maruti, which is in praise of Lord Hanuma. In this, I would like to, and I'll try to do the Sanchari Bhavam. Sanchari Bhavam is, who is new to this Kuchipudi style, I would like to just give them a very quick story. Sanchari Bhavam is the story explained through dance. And in this, when Lord Rama and Sita, they were in their palace in Ayodhya, and Sita gifted a pearl necklace to Hanuma. I'm sure a lot of you guys know Hanuman, monkey god who has the monkey face and the human body. He takes the pearl necklace and he tears it apart, because in the pearl necklace, that's pretty expensive necklace, but he says that there is no Rama written anywhere here. If there is no Rama Namam on the pearl, on anything, it is just waste. It's not worth it to even hold it. So I will try to do that story, explain the story for you. I hope you all enjoy. Any mistakes, do kindly forgive. Thank you again. And the audio, as I mentioned earlier, it was I had to pick up from my live show. So if there is any sneezing and coughing in the audio, do kindly forgive me. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Chair, thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to interrupt the program. I just have one kind request of all of you. Please do not do any videography or photography on your smart devices. We do have professional videographer and photographer. We want you to take the journey with the dancers. So thank you so much.
Namo Namo Maruti, Jana Karunamati. Namo Namo Maruti, Jana Karunamati. Namo Namo Maruti, Jana Karunamati. Namo
Thank you. So this coming up, my finale would be Pravesa Daru. So, how many Telugu folks in the house? Awesome. So I can just maybe do Harry Potter. Because not much of you guys know Telugu. You know? Awesome. Thanks, Andy. So, Pravesamu literally means entering. Daru is with music or drums, with a bit of fast-paced music. So, entering the stage or the entrance dance. Pravesa Daru is a very, very important and a pretty cool feature, if I should put it in kids' language. It is like so cool. So this evening, by God's grace, I've picked 5 Pravesa Darus. It's going to be like super short, don't worry. I will let you guys see Jayashree's dance. So, Krishna Pravesa Daru, Narada Pravesa Daru, Rukmini Pravesa Daru, Satyabhama Pravesa Daru, and finally Mahishasura Pravesa Daru. The reason I picked this because I'll try my best to show the difference between each character. they are singing about, the character is singing about themselves while entering to the stage. Like, say, I am Satyabhama, or I am Rukmini coming to the stage, or coming to the court. So I'll try to portray the differences between each character, male and female. So hope you will like this experiment for this evening. The opening will be Krishna, I believe. Right, Sampada? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Because we were like fixing the order. So I just don't want to, they are playing Krishna and I don't want to like start Satyabhama, then it will be Harry Potter story. So thank you again. Next one is Narada. I'm sure when we hear about Narada's name, he's like a tricky guy. Uh, but end of the day, he means good. Poor guy. On top of it, he's single, so it's easy to blame them. So it's good to be married, I'm telling you that. So Narada, Professor, okay, Jay, you need to pay me for stand-up comedy too. So, Narada, as usual, in the fun mood, he's entering the stage, saying that I'm Narada, great devotee of Mahavishnu, Sri Mahavishnu, and I'm the son of Goddess Saraswati, book and pen, who holds the book and pen, Goddess of knowledge, and Lord Brahma, who is the creator. And he also is saying that I love to start fights which end up in a happy ending, like Disney movies. Okay, thank you. Hope you like Narada entrance.
పదము పదము హరి సంకీర్తనముగా
and the boy. Rukmini Pravesam, Satyabhama Pravesam, and Asura Pravesam. I would like to just quickly tell you everything. Okay. Give a really big round of applause for Jayashree. I'll tell you why. She's pretty cool, amazing dance teacher, awesome artist, Trinitra, everything, super. But she's making dance teachers practice 24/7. I tell you, awesome job, Jayashree. Otherwise, we teach ourselves like, do it, let's go, Aramati, elbows up. We don't do it. She's making us do. Thanks a lot, love you, Jay. So, super quickly, Rukmini is, the name says it all. Rukmini is like, oh my God, she's so cute. So, she is a big devotee of Lord Sri Krishna, the blue skin god who plays the flute. Pretty cool guy, handsome. And she is singing that Rukmini is coming to the court who only expects nothing but love and affection towards, her husband, Lord Sri Krishna. Also saying that his feet, all the Indians get this, husband's feet is auspicious thing for Indian ladies. I see, I'm just putting it out there. So, I believe in that. Just sing. So she's singing that my husband's feet are like lotus petals. He is, and I love him in everything. As of the next Daru, which is Satyabhama, again the name says it all. Oh my God, she's attitude. She is a beautiful, beautiful consort of Sri Krishna. I'm sure all of you know here that he has 8 wives, but guys, it's only works for gods, not the humans. So she is singing that, you know what, I'm so beautiful, I have like a zillion servants and maids in my palace, and Krishna, if I'll ask him to, sit near my feet, he will. That's what the other wife of Krishna is singing. In the finale, as Asura, it's a completely different guy. Asura, in the literal meaning in English, is demon. Here, I am performing, I'm trying to portray the demon king, Mahishasura, who has the bull horns. Like Mahisha is bull. So I'm only doing his entrance, how he enters and how he is taking pride of his court, his, all the other kings, and those are all like servants to him because he is the Chakravarti, or like, I am actually running out of the exact word in English, but yeah, thank you so much. And that's about it. Thank you. And for Asura, Sampada, I would like, after Satyabhama, give me 1 minute. I will not be announcing, and stand-up comedy is done for tonight. And after Satyabhama, Sampada, give me 1 second. Thank you. Thanks again.
Sen రసఖేదన లోల చంచల మౌళిపించ విభూషితం రసఖేదన లోల చంచల మౌళిపించ విభూషితం రసఖేదన లోల చంచల మౌళిపించ విభూషితం చారుహాస వికాస
కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను మహిషాసురుండు 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 కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను ఇలను తనకు ఎదురు లేని సులువగు విభవంబులతో ఇలను తనకు ఎదురు లేని సులువగు విభవంబులతో ఇలను తనకు ఎదురు లేని సులువగు విభవంబులతో కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను మహిషాసురుండు కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను మహిషాసురుండు కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను శిరమునందు మణిమకుటము పురమునందు మణిగారము శిరమునందు మణిమకుటము పురమునందు మణిగారము శిరమునందు మణిమకుటము పురమునందు మణిగారము ఓహోయని సామంతులు కీర్తించుచు వెంట నడువ ఓహోయని సామంతులు కీర్తించుచు వెంట నడువ ఓహో అని సామంతులు కీర్తించుచు వెంట నడువ కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను మహిషాసురుండు కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను మహిషాసురుండు కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను వరుసన తన హితులు హితము తెలుప జయ జయలు బలుక 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 సరసన సామంతులంత నిలువ కైవారనీయ సరసన సామంతులంత నిలువ కైవారనీయ అసుర గురువు శుక్రుని మది నిరంతరము ధ్యానించుచు అసుర గురువు శుక్రుని మది నిరంతరము ధ్యానించుచు సకల రాజ్య బోధములను సరసరీతి అనుభవింప సకల రాజ్య బోధములను సరసరీతి అనుభవింప కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను మహిషాసురుండు కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను మహిషాసురుండు కొలువు కోటమునకు వచ్చెను
I know you can hear me. Please, a big round of applause to Prafula. I have to say again, she was just telling me back there, I don't know if you heard her, she said, I hope I didn't let you down. And oh my God, she didn't, because I called her on, I believe it was Wednesday morning, because that's when I found out that the original dancer couldn't come, and I said, Prafula, I'm so sorry, I know this is horribly short notice, but can you do something? And she whipped this up with her two students, so Pooja and Sampada. Can you please come up and see? Where are you? Coming up? I said Pooja somewhere.
She's coming.
Come. So I think, Prafula, forget about letting down. You just transported yourself into multiple personalities. So if there's any therapist out there, this is what Bharatanatyam and classical dancers, Kuchipudi dancers, we all do. We take on multiple characters at any given time. And we loved every character, I think. I can speak for all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I mean, obviously, without all of you here, this would be just, this wouldn't happen because the journey is not just for us dancers, but to take you all with us, and I hope you're experiencing that so far. So Prafulla, without further ado, a little token for you and the girls. Thank you for coming at such short notice. It was fabulous. So, before we...
Very quickly, Sampada and Pooja, they both have been learning Kuchipudi for past 13 years, and they finished their Andhra Pradesham, and they are teaching assistants in Padam, Kuchipudi School in Rhode Island and Ashland. Thanks again, Jay. Awesome opportunity.
Again, thank you, Prafulla and Sampada and Pooja. Thank you all so much. Your support and your cheers make all of us dancers feel validated in what we do. It makes a huge difference, you don't know. But thank you again. I hope you enjoyed the snacks from Gourmet India. If there's more, please make sure you take some on your way out. I'm not taking those home. They're all for you. So, we begin Act 2. So those of you who don't know me, I am Jayashree Balarajamani. That person doesn't know me at all. That's my big sister. Doesn't know who I am. But anyway, I have been trained in Bharatanatyam, which is the classical dance style from Tamil Nadu. My mother, who's in the audience today, Mom, thanks for being here, was my first guru. So she was the one who started me off on this journey. My inspiration has always been and continues to be not just my mom, but my big sister, who started dance before me. We both learned under the same guru in New Delhi, the late Guru K.J. Govindarajan. And I continued my training and specialization in Abhinaya, which is facial expressions, with my Abhinaya guru, the late Srimati Jamuna Krishnan. So credit to my gurus. One is here, two are watching from above. This project is extremely interesting because as a Bharatanatyam dancer, I have to step out of my own comfort zone and work with musicians who are world jazz musicians, who believe in improv. And for the dancers out there in the audience, you certainly know that classical Indian dance, except for Kathak perhaps, does not really allow for improvisation within the dance. We always have set choreography. So this has been, for me as an artist, a very interesting challenge to work with this fantastic ensemble of musicians to their music and do my dance. So today's evening's presentation is my humble attempt as a dancer to interpret the music that Phil Scarf and Natraj have created and composed and presented before you. We have been working on this project, Phil and I, for several years. It was actually his brainchild, and he decided to recruit me to be the dance aspect of this. And we are going to be having music, dance, spoken word, and projected image. And I'm not going to say much more because I think Phil Scarf should be the one to share his idea and vision for this project. And without further ado, I'd like to please welcome on stage Phil Scarf.
Thank you very much, Jayashree, and thanks so much for having us perform with you this evening. We're very happy to be part of the Trinature Festival. And thanks so much to you for coming out to the show this evening. So Jayashree asked me to say a few words about the background on the project. So it started, for me, this project started some years ago when I had performed with the Aardvark Jazz Orchestra at the Museum of Fine Arts. And we played a suite called Paintings for Jazz Orchestra, which was composed by the director Mark Harvey. And Mark is in the audience. Why don't you raise your hand, Mark, so everyone can see it. Yeah, Mark Harvey's over here. So, Mark composed this piece based on jazz-influenced paintings by Stuart Davis. And we, as I said, we performed it at the Museum of Fine Arts, and along with projected images of the paintings. So this really made an impression on me, and I thought that, you know, this was a really nice project, and maybe something could be done with Natraj like this. So as Stuart Davis was imaging jazz, some centuries prior to this, artists across North India were imaging rags, or little melodic systems from India. So these paintings are, this whole body of work is known as Ragmala paintings. And that is the work upon which our piece, or our suite is based. And so these paintings were created, as I said, all across North India over the course of about 300 years, from the 1500s to the 1700s. And each painting is based on, in general, each painting is based on one rag, or musical system. And these paintings are also classified, or the rags and the paintings, I should say, are classified into family groups, with the rag being the male member, and then each rag will generally have several raginis or wives, and in some cases there are also ragputras or sons as well. So in addition to these inspirations, I was also very intrigued by the classic work by Modest Mussorgsky, Pictures at an Exhibition. And in this piece, one of the things that I really like about his work is that he incorporated promenades into the piece. Every so often there's a promenade. It opens with a promenade, and then every few movements are interleaved with a promenade. And the promenades are intended to represent the viewer making his or her way into the gallery, and then moving about from place to place and viewing the art. So I also incorporated promenades into the music today, that you'll hear today. And in this case, I also built on Modest Mussorgsky's idea, and I used these promenades to anticipate something about an upcoming painting. So as I thought about this project over the course of years, my concept evolved from just music and images to incorporation of dance and special effects and spoken word and things like this. So when I got to that point in my thought process, I talked to Jayashree, and she agreed to collaborate on the project. And that's when it really started moving ahead. And so Jayashree and I together refined the vision for what this project was going to be, and we collectively also selected the paintings that we use as the subjects. Jayashree also framed the basic storylines, and I composed the music based both on Jayashree's storyline and also on the painting for each movement. And then, with one exception, we try to remain true to the underlying rags. However, the rags, as performed back in the era when the paintings were created, most likely varies quite a bit, in many cases anyway, from the performance practice today. So we do not attempt to go back and try to recreate what happened back in the era when the paintings were created. We based our music on, or I based the music on, the contemporary interpretations of the rags, and also in the context of an Indo-Afro jazz performance. And so I would also like to introduce the members of the band who will be joining me, my group Natraj. And we have Rohan Gregory on violin, Mike Rivard on string bass, Jerry Leak playing tabla and multi-percussion, and Bertram Lehman on drums and percussion. Okay, Ragmala paintings alive.
the great King Malchus is coming because he wants to hear me sing. He says, my voice is sweet and beautiful. How excited am I? The great King Malchus is coming to my home. Unbelievable. see it? The great King Malchus gave me his coveted pearl necklace. I will wear it close to my heart. Look, the pendant has his royal insignia. I'm so blessed. From now on, I will sing and sing. I, Ragini Tori, will sing for you, for the clouds and the breeze. Right here, under this tree, beside this pond with sacred water, where the elusive black antelope comes to drink. Hey, you two. What is this? Stop all this gossiping. Come here. Sit down. And listen as I sing. As I sing.
The royal king, armed for battle with sword and shield, adorned with flower-like earpiece, wears the headgear of victory. He appears dark like blue vitriol. Celestial musicians sing his praises. He longs to prove his dominance over the mightiest beast of the jungle and return victorious with tusk in hand. But will he?
Every step that you take causes the earth to tremble and instills fear in the hearts of your enemies. Go, Almighty One, and conquer the world. with fire. Every step you take makes the earth tremble and instills fear in the hearts of your enemies. Go, Almighty One, and conquer the world.
The sea of notes, the nectar of musical ornamentation, the fulfillment of the desire of worship of Shiva, with the body always besmeared with ashes, decked with matted locks. With the shine of the young moon on the head, with skulls and snakes as decorations, I adore Bhairav, the skillful dancer.
My Bhairav, I, Bhairavi, offer my soul to you in your form of the stone lingam. Won't you open your eyes and look in my heart at the love that flows to you. Please accept my prayers. Grant me my wish. I am beyond happy. My mood is that of beloved, of joy. Because my Bhairav has agreed to become one with me. I must go quickly and dress myself for that moment of union. Jagadari